Hi Taurus, Trishna here. Welcome to your January 2022 Psychic and Tarot reading. So in this video, we're going to be focusing on your energy as well as the energy of the other person. Now, this can be taken as a love reading, but it can also apply to a general reading as well as a career reading or anything else reading. You simply replace the other person with the career, the job, the other person, the situation, etc. That's how I read a lot of readings now that I'm not looking for love, and it will still be applicable and accurate to you. Now, before we get into the reading, there are a few things that I want to mention. The first thing is this is a general reading, so it's not going to apply to every single Taurus out there. The second thing is be sure to check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign, as one of those readings may resonate with you more for this particular month. The other thing is please note the energies can be flipped. I will be talking about your energy and the energy of the situation or person. You may feel like, well, actually, what you're saying about me is really about them. Energies can be flipped. Things are fluid. There is a lot of mirroring in relationships. And finally, if you would like to purchase a personal reading from me, you can do so by going to the link in the description box below, and it will take you to my personal website where you can do that. So with that, Taurus, let's get into your January 2022 tarot reading. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle the cards, and then I'm going to pull 4 different cards. As I shuffle, I'm going to share any intuitive guidance that is coming for you Tauruses. And once the cards have all come out, we will read the cards themselves. So with that, let's get into the reading. Also, be sure to check out the January 2022 overall collective reading that I just did. Because it talks about all of 2022, and it's going to be a really good year. All right, Taurus. What do my Taurus need to know for January 2022? I feel like January is going to be a very exciting month. I feel like it's going to be a very good month. I feel like your spirits are going to be quite high, especially towards the end of January. I feel like you have a little bit of hesitation around getting excited about things because you worry that the other shoe will drop. You wonder, will I get excited only to get disappointed? However, that feeling is not as strong as the excitement that you feel. Even though your birthday or the Taurus month or like time period is a little bit later in the year, you are kind of the beginning of the astrological year after Aries, of course. And because of that, when we start a new year, you had this beginning kind of energy, almost like it's your kind of your birthday time year or like your signs year, just beginning. So that adds in a little bit of extra excitement when there is a new year. So it's probably playing into some of this. I feel like you're very open, Taurus. You're not watching this with wanting to know specifically about love or a particular person. You're very open in your energy right now. You're just willing to hear whatever messages need to come through for you. Whatever you need to hear, you're open to it. You don't need it to fit into any particular box or life area. So that's beautiful, beautiful energy. Very receptive right now. February may be a month of taking a little bit more action, but it will be mostly inspired action, very light action, very fun action. And even though it's very light action, it will be very pivotal. It's very important action. It's action that is really what shifts things. Okay, we got our cards. All right, Taurus, so getting into the cards. The first one we had is the Empress. Also, I should note that of the 4 cards, 3 of them are major arcana. So it's a pivotal reading. All right, so the Empress. In a way, I kind of feel like this is your energy, Taurus. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's like regal and it's strong and it's powerful and it's material, but in like the most beautiful of ways, like the most powerful, respectful of ways. I feel like this is going to be a very good month for you. Not only a very good month, I feel like it's going to be a very good year for you. You're feeling the positive energy right now as though it is Taurus season. So you're having that. And then when Taurus season comes around again, it's going to be really powerful energy, really potent energy for you, Taurus. Really beautiful time. So you're getting it twice. And I feel like maybe the last few months of 2022 are going to be a little bit slower, but not in a bad way. Like, it's not like they're going to be a down period. It's just going to be a little bit slower, but the rest of the year is going to be absolutely beautiful, bright, positive energy. Yeah, this is a year, Taurus, where you kind of get to take it a little bit easy and still get all of the results that you're looking for. It's kind of like your manifestations are more effortless this year. Wow, that's nice, Taurus. I want that. Let me at the moon. I feel like the other person or your career or business idea is going to have a little bit more stress to it than you are. So you may be having a really good time this year, really easy year where things just work out for you and everything is smooth. But if this is your partner on the other side, things are going to be a little bit more stressful for them. They're going to have a bit more disappointment or a few more issues. You're going to be in like happy mode. They're going to be in more frowny mode, and they're going to be a little bit more frazzled. I don't know, this is not going to be for the year. This is the January 2022 reading, but sometimes I get beyond that, as you guys know. This, for this person, may last like, it's going to be in January. It may show up again in March, and it may show up again in April. But I think after about 6 months of 2022, they're going to be in a better place as well. They may get a little bit annoyed during these times because they're having to work so hard and things just aren't moving forward for them, or it seems like there's obstacle after obstacle. And then they see you over here just chilling, relaxing, and they're going to be happy for you, but at the same time, it's going to frustrate them a little bit because it's like, why do you get everything? And they're not like that. They're not like that. They're not competitive in that way. Maybe a little bit, but they want the best for you. So it's not going to be like they hate you, but it's just going to frustrate them a little bit sometimes. Just like, I'm the one that's working so hard, but everything's working out for you. How is that fair? Kind of thing. So just be aware of that, Taurus. Just know that if that happens, it's important for you to not let that get you down, because you need to stay in your high vibes Empress energy. This is you. This is your high vibes Empress energy. This is your year, and you need to make the most of it, because it's not like you haven't had struggles in the past. It's not like you haven't gone through periods of your life where you did everything right and things just didn't seem to work out, or they just got stuck. It's not like you haven't had their moment, what they're going through before, and you deserve the rewards that you are getting. You put in the work, and you just need to keep your vibe high. Keep your vibe high this year, Taurus. That is your mantra for this year. That is your lesson for this year. That is your focus for this year. Keep your vibes high, regardless of how those in your life, who you are close to, who you may be very heavily affected by their moods, regardless of what their moods are, or how they may look at you and feel like, well, I'm the one that's working hard and you're not. Don't make them make you feel bad for not working hard. You have worked hard. Now it's time for you to read the benefits. So I beat that to a pulp. So we're going to move on. Then we have the Tower. It is very important that you keep your vibe high. It is very, very important this year, Taurus, because this difference in how you and your partner are living for January, March, and possibly April is going to create some rifts in the relationship. If you give in to those rifts, it's going to create a lot of havoc in your life that might feel good, because when you are getting attacked by your partner or getting put down by your partner just because your life is going well, it can be hard to stay positive, and sometimes it's easier to give in and just let yourself feel bad or argue back or something like that. So sometimes, that might be necessary, because you do need to have that outlet. Otherwise, you're just holding in this energy and trying to stay positive, but not necessarily truly feeling positive inside, which has its own little detrimental effects. So overall, you want to keep your mindset high, your emotions high, and just keep in mind that this is just something that's going to happen, and it is going to end in at most, I think, 6 to 7 months. So I think that will help get you through most of it. But if you are feeling not good, then allow yourself to just feel what you need to feel and express what you need to express. But yeah, and I think everything will be fine, but it is better to stay positive as much as possible because yes, things are going to crumble. Yes, the relationship, whether this is with you and another person or you in another situation, etc. Yes, there are going to be some crumbles, but if you stay positive, things will rebuild very, very well and a lot faster than you may think and in much better ways than you may assume in the moment. So the positivity is really important to helping this build itself up in positive ways. So just try to keep the long-term vision in mind and not the in the moment struggles with this person in mind. Okay, so we have the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, I think in 6 to 7 months, you're going to have a lot of happiness in your life, a lot of happiness in this situation. If this is a person, I feel like you two are going to come to a very, very deep and healthy understanding. And yeah, I think it's going to be good. And the next time a situation like this happens where things are going really well for you for long periods of time and not so well for them, yeah, they're still going to feel the feelings that they have now, but they're going to be at a higher level than that. They're not going to take it out on you as much. They're going to be even happier for you than they are this time around. It's not going to affect them in the same way. So there's going to be some kind of healing, some kind of understanding that happens within the relationship between you and this other person that makes everything better going forward, as well as if this scenario happens again, it will be at a higher level of evolution, of living for the both of you. Now, if this is not love and this is a business or a career or something like that, you are going to reap the rewards. The first 6 months are going to be very difficult in the career realm. Yeah, you may just be getting beaten down by people in the workforce that really shouldn't be treating you that way or seeing things that way, but they're honestly just being mean. And it's on purpose. You could leave, but I feel like you should kind of just avoid them as much as possible if you can, and just kind of ride it out for those 6 months and focus on the other things in your life that are going really well. Focus on the things at work that are going well as much as possible, because I feel like if you wait it out in 6 to 7 months, you're going to come out on top. You're going to get some kind of raise or promotion or award, and this person who is treating you this way in the work situation is going to kind of fade out. They're still going to be there, but somehow their influence isn't going to be as strong. It'll be kind of annoying that they're still there, but honestly, they're not going to be able to affect you that much. And they may try to thwart you going forward, but it's just never going to take hold after that point. So I feel like you could move up in whatever this career realm is for you. If it's your business, if it's a job, you can move up within the company if you stick it out. Now, alternatively, you could go somewhere else, and I feel like you would get a promotion to that other place, like it'd be a promotion from where you're leaving. But I feel like you're still going to meet the same kind of energy there. Either way, I feel like you kind of have to overcome the situation. And what I mean by overcome it is not fight it, but really just like rise above it and try not to notice it as much as possible and not let it get to you. So again, this is a year of high vibes, Taurus, which means that no matter what's going on around you, you need to rise above it, elevate above it. That's a lesson for this year for you, Taurus. It's not that you don't know how to do it, but this is trying to hone you and your skill of no matter what happens, no matter how anybody treats me, I am in charge of my thoughts and I am in charge of my emotions and I am in charge of my life. They can try to influence it as much as possible, but at the end of the day, it's up to me, myself, and I. So this is the year of really honing that skill and practicing it, and you're going to up level. You're going to up level, Taurus. By 2024, if you do this kind of work, you're going to have an amazing 2024. Some of you maybe 2023, but I'm feeling 2024 is going to be your year, Taurus. So we were talking about January and we went all the way to 2024. But I just share whatever comes, even if it's beyond this month. It's, whatever messages you need to hear. So with that, Taurus, thank you so much for watching. I hope that this resonated and helped you. And if you're interested in purchasing a personal reading from me, you can do so by going to the link in the description box below. That will take you to my personal website. And with that, Taurus, I will see you in my next video.